This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you tap that like button, tap that subscribe, and make sure you destroy that like button until it turns blue. Let's get right into it. So, updates, French Montana and Young Thug. What did we learn last night? Well, Young Thug reacted to French Montana doing an interview saying he had more hits than Kendrick Lamar, which is far off. Okay, I've already gone through the stats. Kendrick Lamar is like 3 times what French Montana has. Young Thug reacted, said, this guy thinks he has more hits than Kendrick Lamar. Fool. That was all he said. French Montana went right in and went for the dress comments and everything. He said, thanks for wearing a dress in my video. So that tells you that French Montana was playing when he asked Young Thug to wear a dress in his video. And Young Thug reacted to this and said he only did that because he thought they were cool and he would only do that for someone he thought was cool. But really, French Montana was making fun of him in the video for having a dress. That's what that came out, because if you're going to use that as a point to diss somebody, then you were really making fun of him. So friendship's out the window at that point. Now Young Thug, totally unleashed, let us know that for sure Meek Mill, he's good friends with Meek Mill. Meek Mill for sure put the beats down on him. Waka Flocka put the beats on him. Nobody knew that, but behind the scenes people knew that. I knew about it. I heard about it before. Waka Flocka put the beats down on the tour bus once. Other people have put the beats down. Also, Young Thug is not someone to play with, okay? He's about that life, okay? Even Gunna reacted and said, I'm praying for French Montana right now. That's what he said. Then he went off on, he showed how his house is for rent. He can't afford the payments on the house. So when French Montana was saying that most rappers are going to lose all their money during this, he was kind of talking about himself with the Bugatti payments and all these payments, the cars and everything. French Montana is doing this to promote his record that's out right now. Well, I don't know what it's called. Swipey. I don't know what it's called. It's called something. Young Thug made a point to say, go stream it. He needs it. Okay. Now, an update on everything that's going on. He pulled up to French's house, showed him how he was living. He showed French Montana suspect pictures. He said, but I'm the one that's suspect. It's like, dude. Gunna, prayers up for French Montana. Max B even reacted, and 50 Cent reacted to this too. Next up, we'll play the Max B clip in a second. Max B's in jail. He's trying to be peaceful with everybody. He can't afford to take a side. He's in jail. 50 Cent said, that side of me was so dumb, almost got me hurt many times. Tough guys have to live a tough life to find themselves. And you can't just fake it. Basically, he's saying you can't just fake it. You're a good kid. The record didn't work again, huh? He's talking about that new record he just dropped. Sorry. Ha ha ha. Typical 50 Cent. Now, Max B, he is hoping for peace here.
Supposed to be pulling together on some pot. All that other goofy, I ain't paying it no mind. I'm not looking for clout. I'm putting out music. I'm trying to feed my family. Make a difference. You know what I'm saying? They got me locked up in there. Niggas need to rally up, come get the dog. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we here. If I don't come on my way, if we doing it our way, it's gonna be an ugly sight. I'm exposed mediocrity. You might have to work when I get out. You already know how I'm coming. I got a lot of good stuff.
And now that could be him reacting.
And I bet I done gave OG Max B more than you done gave. The way you trying to ride, the way you go, the way you trying to ride. I bet I done did more for him than you.
Now, he also spoke facts there, Young Thug, saying that you rode Max B's wave. That's what got French Montana a wave, that he could ride into the Akon, Waka Flocka, Deb, Rick Ross, Diddy deals, that happened. I don't know, man. It's crazy out here. You guys, French Montana fans, come in the comments. They always do. And, they waste their time. But I'm just speaking pure facts, man. Young Thug's more about that life. I'm just telling you. And he has double the hits French Montana has. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. I will check you guys in the next one. Of course, I'm going to have fresh news in a minute. This is already old news at this point. I put it out this morning, doing you an update. It's probably over at this point. Next up, French Montana thinks he's going to make peace with French Montana. This guy was all about peace a couple days ago. Now he's going back and forth with Young Thug when he didn't even have to respond to the Young Thug thing because it wasn't that serious. He really was offended by that. And French's catalog is cool. but it's not like a lot of other people's. You know, it's a lot of features, on other people's records that went. You know, he's been lucky. He's been hustling. Salute to him for making money. But just know where you stand. I think that Unforgettable record kind of, you know, what's his head? I don't know. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower, JT News. I will check you guys.